Okay, we are back with the next part of GamIN Talk, episode 17, and it is, what are you playing right now? This is the games section of the podcast where we talk about which ones we're playing. Lifespiller, what are you playing right now?
Man, it's crazy because I buy a lot of games, and sometimes I buy them several times only because the original time that I purchased them, I might play it and then I'll put it to the side, or it may go to the shelf of eternity and it never gets played. Because I got a ton of games that I was just looking at that's only been there, that's been sitting on my shelf for over a year and they never got touched. I put them in, but then I was playing a little bit of it, but then I got an overload or an overmassive amount of games. But anyway, currently I'm playing Sleeping Dogs. I actually purchased this on the PS3. I only got so far in the game, the mechanics and the controls was not working for me, but I found, now this actually is the plus to the newer system, is that it seems to be a little bit more fluid with the controls, everything. Like, I'm actually, I'm probably about 5 hours into Sleeping Dogs, and I'm actually really enjoying it this time. This probably is my third time trying to play this game, but I just got it on the PlayStation 4 probably about a week ago. So I've been playing that, and then two other titles I've been playing. I'm still playing Axiom Verge. I go between that on my PS4 and my Vita, and then I started playing Hotline Miami. It just feels better on my Vita compared to my PlayStation, and plus I started learning the concept of the game because it's pretty much, I'm not good with real time effects where you gotta hurry up and make a quick decision, like you gotta hurry up and hit triangle or square or whatever. But those are really good titles, man, and those games are really, really cheap. Axiom Verge and Hotline Miami. But yeah, those are the games that I would say I'm really, really focused in on Sleeping Dogs, and hopefully I'll finish it in the next week or so.
Let me say this about Sleeping Dogs. I never played it on last gen, so all I know is the next gen versions. That game is good, man. Especially when you learn how to do the fighting and stuff. The way they need, the way they want you to play it. It's real cool.
Right.
Really cool. Anything else, Life?
Well, no, I'm not playing anything else. Not at the moment. I'm actually, I'm playing a little bit of God of War. I'm almost done with that on the Vita, but so those other games, my main game is Sleeping Dogs. Like, when I finally find a game to where it pretty much capture all my attention. Like the last time you asked me about that, it was the reason why I named all those games. It was just simply because you're trying to find that main game to get focused in on, and then it draws your attention away from all the other titles, and then you just get focused on that. I have played like about an hour of Her Story, and that's on Steam. I got it for like $3. I put in a couple games. That game actually got nominated for Game of the Year. I know that sounds really bad. He got nominated for Game of the Year 2015. And I see why. It's actually a really, really good title. It's based off of this character. Her husband gets murdered, and there's all these suspects, including herself and even her sister-in-law. But the beauty behind this game is the visual. It looks like you're actually watching a tape of a person in an interrogation room being asked all these questions. And so pretty much the reason why it's called Her Story is that you have to find out her story, literally find out her story, what happened, all the events that took place and everything. So you're able to store all these videos in file, and then as the game goes on, you're able to do like a word search and search for more clues, and when you bring up those clues bring up more videotapes. So you just basically sit there and you watch all these tapes and you put together all of the story. So there's times where you may hear like an end part of the story, you may hear the middle and the beginning all rearranged in different order. So you just got to put it all together yourself. So it's a pretty good game, and it's only like a few hours. So I think the next time I sit down and play it, I'll probably finish it because I put in about an hour or two on it already.
Man, let me say this about Her Story. That thing better come over to the console, because good games like that should go everywhere, man. Now look,
I think I was gonna say it
I,
don't matter what. I think you can. I think you can download it even if you don't really have like this powerful PC or laptop. Either or.
it's not that I don't like PC gaming as far as when it comes to I don't have a beefy one. It's just I just like just chilling on my console.
Right. Right.
5 seconds I'm in the game, or any other game I want. Like I was playing, going to I guess me right. What I've been playing, what I've been playing. I've been playing Overwatch, and I just got done with Destiny with the Iron Banner. But before that, dang it, what was it? Oh, Hitman. Let me say this, Hitman on Hitman, the new Hitman. I've been messing with that too, man. Let me say this about that game. It's good, but going back to my point, right, with PC, right?
Yeah.
Jumping back and forth so simply, and being able to. I just like the PlayStation ecosystem. How about that? I just like the PlayStation ecosystem, and maybe one day I'll be on that PC hardcore, like, and all my PC subscribers we can play together. But in the meantime, I'm on console, and that's who I am right now. It fits my
I
life.
was gonna say that some of those games are just centrally tied to your keyboard and mouse. But there are games that you can use your controller, your Xbox controller. Yeah. I just plug it in. There are some, so if that's your, like you always say, you trying to win me over on some of the games, or you try to give me a reason to go out and get something. Now this is my time to persuade you.
Oh,
I would say this is that, man, you got to realize that not all the games are centrally tied to your keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I know.
Some of those are centrally tied that way just because of the functionality of the game. Like that's all. It's so basic. Like all you need is the up, down, left, right, and your enter or your mouse or whatever. Like what game was that I was playing? Oh, like I was playing Diablo 3. All you need is a mouse. You don't need like the way it feels. It feels almost like I probably put in like some ridiculous amount of hours. Like on the PlayStation 4, I put in about 30-some hours or more, and then I did the same thing on the PC, and it has like a seasonal thing on it. But some of the other titles like Vice City, what else I played? LA Noire. I played some of my other Limbo and a few other titles. Like some of the games that come strictly that that you can actually get on Microsoft or on Xbox or whatever. Most of those titles, if they're on Steam, you're automatically going to be linked to be able to use your controller. Now, there are other games, like I played, Undertale. That's a really, really good title, and it doesn't take much to download that. I use my controller for that.
Let me say this, though. Let me say this about the whole me and PC. I'm going to be honest,
you said me and PC. Like it's a bad relationship. Y'all need to work on y'all relationship.
Nah, man. Listen. Listen. At the end of the day, I can speak on behalf of all console gamers. All right. Yeah. When it comes to gaming, we want to be lazy. I'm not gonna even lie, man. We want to be lazy. We want to just lounge around, and of course you can hook your PC up to your TV. You can do all that stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't miss that point now, because there's gonna be people that are gonna ask about that.
But the biggest thing I'm saying is, with consoles, it's super simple, and you don't have to worry about the stuff on PC that you have to worry about. Pixel said it the best. He said, I was telling him, like, we was having that TV conversation. I just bought a TV, and if I waited a few months, I would have got the better version. And like with PC, it's that story every year. Console gamers want the best. Don't get me wrong. We want the best, and obviously the best in our realm, or in our I guess you could say habitat. Like, what's the better console? What's the best console? We don't even think about PC because that's a whole nother list of problems and a whole nother list of things to worry about and think about. Not to say that PC isn't a way or a place that console gamers should eventually go. I think eventually when these consoles become basically, hey, you can go use mouse and keyboard on the interface. Like, you can connect mouse and keyboard on these consoles today, but you really, mouse and keyboard isn't the thing you use a controller. The fact that developers have a fixed platform to develop games on, like so many games that come out on PC, like Batman, for example, like that Batman game I played. Oh man, that was an amazing game. Some people say, but Arkham Knight was so amazing. And if I was on PC and I got that game and that was all them problems happening, I would have been mad. I would have been furious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, because you know what they do, and the thing that they were guilty about, Rocksteady was guilty about. They did the third party thing, and it's almost like, well, we're gonna put all our time and energy into the consoles, but we're gonna use some third party company to do it for the PC, which was jacked up because those people rightfully paid as much as we did. And so they deserved the same product as we did.
Exactly.
They had to shut it down, refund money, and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I mean, for me, I go back and forth because I do it out of just when I'm on my laptop and I'm playing a few games on there, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. For
the most part, it's titles that I know I won't get to play on consoles.
Right.
So that's the luxury that I like. That's the selling point. Like if you're always looking for a selling point, that's my selling point. When I find like that new game is called Inside.
Yes.
I don't have an Xbox.
Right.
But I can get it on Steam.
That's right.
I'm waiting on a nice price right now because I ain't paying $20 for the game. It's probably worth $20, but I ain't paying $20.
Oh.
No, not with it being digital. If it was a physical copy, I'd get it in a hurry because $20 ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But I already told myself I'm not paying that. That's just way too much money to pay on that.
You right.
So I was like, no. We gonna pass on that.
We're gonna wait. And look. At the end of the day, life, you know what I mean? At the moment, I'm on console. But in the future, like right now, I'm using a Mac. And I really do like my Mac a lot, you know. I like my Mac computer, you know. It really is an artist's best friend when it comes to editing and all that other cool stuff. And I'm not saying PC doesn't have... hold on, what'd you say?
I was thinking about getting an iMac.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other day.
Yeah, Macs are just very cool when it comes to the artistic side of the computer. And you know, you can use a PC to do the artistic stuff too. You know what I mean? It's really your preference at the end of the day. But yeah, right now, console for life. For now.
Somebody is firing shots up in there.
I'm just saying, man. At the end of the day, that's who I am. I jumped. You know, from Sega, from Nintendo's consoles, from PS2 to PS3 and Xbox original. You know, consoles, man. Just it's a lifestyle as far as a gamer. It's a culture. You know, consoles. You just get this box, you plug it in, and you play it. You don't have to do nothing else. Plug it and play. That's the beauty of consoles. Plug it and play. Not the controller, not the earphones, the whole thing. Plug it and play. So that's the beauty of consoles over PC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I you know me, man. I'm a retro guy, so I definitely be looking forward to playing stuff on the old system, and it just feels better because you know people. You know, there's a split in the community even with that. You know, people don't like the emulation. They're like, man, they feel like it's a disrespect if you get the emulation version versus the actual version of the game.
Right,
I'm like, well, have you actually seen some of the prices of these retro games that we want to have in our possession? Like, I really want Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, but it's like $50 right now. Oh. And I ain't gonna pay $50 for no title that I know I'm not gonna. If I go all in on it.
Oh.
And I wasn't playing all these other games, then yeah, I would. But no. I mean, especially if it was day one and it just came out, that would be a whole different thing. But
now look, Life. I don't know how this came from. What are we playing to PC versus console? But right in the comment section, where do you play and what are you playing? We're gonna move on to the next topic, and once again, Lifespiller's stuff. All his link will be in the description below. Check him out there. But yeah, let's move on to the next topic. stay tuned. All right, we are back with the next part of Gaming Talk, episode 17. This is what new update you want for the PS4. Apple doesn't do this. Apple does not announce the 7 when they're talking about the 6. Nobody announces their next when they're talking about their now. No one does that. That's like suicide to that product, because then people will say, I will wait. Like we have been saying with the Xbox One S. I think they're trying to bait Sony's PlayStation Neo out. Why? Because they want to have the strongest console.